Hey, Scott with the Tool Store here. Here with Donnie James again, and we want to talk to you a little bit about the state of Dead Stop and where it's going and where it's at. So I'm going to kind of turn it over to Donnie and let him tell you what kind of year he had. I know we had a lot of nice deer killed. We had a great not big buck contest this year. So Donnie, what's going on with Dead Stop? We hadn't visited in a little while.
Well, first we want to thank all of our customers. We want to thank y'all, the stores. But we've got a lot of new products coming out for next year. But this year has been off the charts. We did really well, and it was with the help of y'all, the stores, the field staff.
Speaking of field staff, Dead Stop has an amazing bunch of field staff. I was invited to a meeting with them, and those guys really care about what they're doing, and there's some great hunters. You got some hunters in there. I wish that my skill level was with them.
Yeah, you combine all the experience together, and their heads make everything work.
Yeah.
It really does. It makes that's what makes our product is their heads, because they put their heads together. Faith and I, or just whoever's working on that product, we start making it, we start testing it at our place, and then you did testing this year.
Absolutely.
And then it kind of spreads out. We even test all the way to Georgia, and that makes a big difference. It makes a real big difference.
Yeah. And they're not shy. If they don't like something, they fix it to tell you.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yes, sir.
And that's what you need. That's
yeah,
what you need.
yeah. We want the honesty from them, but
Yeah.
we had a good year this year, and we got a lot of new products that's gonna be coming out. So
I've heard some of that. I've been biting my tongue. I wanting to tell everybody about some of the great stuff Dead Stop's got coming out this year, but I bit my tongue because I hadn't been told that it was for publication yet. So
not quite. We're not quite ready to announce it. We'll do some more videos.
Absolutely.
And we keep everybody updated. Our field staff knows what's going on. They know to keep their mouths closed. They know not to say anything, because anything that gets out, then you got a competitor trying to beat you to it.
Absolutely.
So
that or you're forced to put it out before it's ready.
Before it's ready.
You don't want that. That's not. You based your company on not putting it out before it's ready.
That's right.
So
we want to make sure it's tested. And I think we had some really good bucks killed this year.
oh man, I tell you, the contest, and now we're a big part of that. We want to thank Dead Stop for being a big part of that. It's not a big buck contest, but you kept up with all the bucks killed, and I can tell you, going back through some of the entries, and Kim made a note, Jackie made a note of most of the entries. I would say probably 75% of the deer entered in the contest this year, well over 200, were killed over Dead Stop. Now that's a big number. That's huge. When you look at all the other competitors out there that could be competing, but then again, you have beat everybody out there.
We have beat them out. Head to head, we beat them.
And that's all the major brands.
Yes, and I was scared to death to enter that contest.
Well,
but
hey, these people have big pockets and do a lot of studying, but it has not done what Dead Stop's field staff was able to accomplish.
That's right.
They put out a product, or you and the field staff combined has put out a product that's just amazing, and it's proved itself time and time again. Last I heard, I think it was 25 or 30 different major brands that they had, but don't quote me on those numbers.
The last video the last test that was done, the last video that come out, there were 17 bags used, and it was big name companies.
Yeah, Moultrie.
Yeah, I mean a lot of them.
Yeah,
and we beat them out, and it was head to head. It wasn't like they just put them out there and just let them do their thing. It was head to head on each one.
And I want to say another thing about that. When we talk about it's beat them out, that is not my testing. That's not Donnie's testing.
No.
These are independent testers. Donnie, and I asked him this because I wanted to know before I said anything. Are they paid promoters? Did you give it to them? No, these are people that had bought his product and tested it. They want to prove it, not the best.
We actually had one customer buy this year that said, he said, I actually bought your product to to put it in a test because I don't think you can beat this other brand. I'm not gonna name the other brand.
Well,
And I said, go ahead. I said, you know, I said, we've done been put up against everybody else. Let's do it. And he did it. And then I've got the messages on my phone. I can show them to anybody. He's like, man, he said, this blew me away. He said, I've never seen anything like it. He said, they're digging holes.
oh,
He
yeah.
said, and it was gone the night after they found it. It was gone.
Yeah, it is, and that's one thing me and you joke about it all the time about if you're putting out dead stop, you better get extra batteries because your camera batteries you're gonna run it.
Yep.
And I've told you this story, and I think I mentioned it on Facebook once. I have an uncle here that's probably one of the best hunters. He was killing deer in our area before there was any deer killed in this area, and it took me a year to get him to try dead stop.
Yep.
And I finally got him to try it. He came back because he does not believe in anything. He believes in scouting. He don't like feeding. He's an old time hunter. He came to me and said that was the best thing that happened to deer hunting since the gun. And he's one of your biggest customers now.
We've got a lot of older people that, you know, that are sitting that mindset, and that's fine. But we have turned them to us, and they're starting to look, they're starting to use it, they're starting to see, and they're like, hey, I mean, these guys, they only have Facebook. I mean,
they're just hearing rumors.
Yeah, it's just rumors. So that tells me right there it's working.
Oh, it is. There's no doubt about it. I know you told me earlier that you killed the biggest buck with a bow you've ever killed this year over dead stop.
Over the liquid.
Yeah. And I killed 2, and everybody already knows it. I missed the biggest buck I've ever seen in the woods over dead stop opening morning. I was sick. I called Donnie. Just
He did.
I almost wanted to cry on his shoulder, but I held back the tears. But it was the biggest buck I've ever seen, and I just flat missed him. It was my fault. It was poor shot, and the deer's fine. I know I missed him clean, but it was discouraging. But hey, put out dead stop the next day and got a nice deer. It was really nice. I would have been proud of him, real proud of him, had I not missed the one bigger one the day before.
Right.
It was. Anyway, we wanted to touch base, and I mean we still have dead stop available.
That's what we want to get into right now. I want to let everybody know that we will, on our end, be shutting down production.
Okay.
We've got to do it to do this expansion, because if we don't do the expansion, we can't grow. And you know what you did this year in sales, so
Yeah, you have to grow. You can't keep up with us alone if you don't.
right. I mean, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. So if anybody needs any, TTS Waldo.
www.TTS Waldo. We do have it at the store, and I think that we have plenty in stock to get you through the bow season and the remainder of the season in the other states. We're here in LA, Lower Arkansas, for y'all that don't know, but there is other states that are open, so we're steady still selling dead stop. Arkansas is pretty much shut down. I think we got another few weeks of bow season. But
6-8 weeks.
Yeah,
6,
but
7 weeks, something like that.
I tell you what, if you're pretty much doe hunting at this point in this area, them bucks have curled up in a hole someplace.
Just about it. And I've got a couple coming in, but we were saving them for a special event we had talked about, and that's beside the point. That'll be another video day too.
We'll talk. That's an exciting event. It's gonna. I'm really looking forward to that and what it's gonna do to promote the dead stop and let you see what's really happening behind the scenes with dead stop. And I have talked to Donnie, and I think we're gonna do these videos on a regular basis. They're gonna be a little longer because we're gonna talk about some different hunting things. Donnie's a great hunter. Donnie's a big squirrel hunter, bigger than me too. And I've got some squirrel calls in, custom made, that are coming in. I'm gonna ask Donnie to do the testing on those for me. And so we're gonna talk about some other things. We have some. I don't know. We talked about some optics we want to look into.
Yeah, we look at optics.
Just review some things. Maybe not as in depth at some of the places, but just hunter to hunter, talking what we like. And so we hope y'all join us for those. Follow us on Facebook and follow Donnie at Team Dead Stop.
Team Dead Stop on Facebook, and I think it's Dead Stop Products on YouTube. You can find us there. And TikTok also.
Yeah, Dead Stop's easy to find. Type in Dead Stop Deer Track, and it's everywhere. You'll find him. Of course, you can find us on Facebook, TikTok, and all the rest. And I haven't even told Donnie this yet, but I have made a one-of-a-kind dead stop cap. It's a little different design, and I think that if Donnie's okay with that, next video we're going to give one out on our Facebook page and one out on Donnie's Facebook page. And I think if it's okay with him, it'll be the only two ever made. So that'll be kind of a different
something.
Yeah, it's a little. I hadn't changed the design any. We just kind of put it on a different hat, and just it's a little different, but a little bit different. Something to give away to the folks, and it'll be the only ones ever given away. We won't make them again. But thanks a lot for joining us. Thank you, Donnie, for being here.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it.
Take care.